Summer's gone, September's past. They said this month would be the last, and we'll be rich when October ends. 'Cause these 3 years have gone so slow, but according to the stock to flow, I'll be rich when October ends. But then comes the FUD again. It's falling from the sky. Month down in the red again. Do I have the balls to buy? Think of all the cycles past. When the run comes, it comes really fast. I'll be rich when October ends. Steady, Tucker, steady. You should have known it wasn't all gonna be plain sailing. The road to Valhalla is full of false starts and booby traps. I mean, we gave it a dumb name, October. What did you think was gonna happen? That everyone was gonna be right? Anyway, they don't call you diamond balls for nothing, buddy. These are the moments where legends are made. And next Thanksgiving, when Uncle Stu asks how your crypto thing's going in his usual patronizing way, you're gonna say, "Fucking told you so, Uncle Stu. Hope you're having fun staying poor, you freeloading loser." Okay, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna tell him that you've been very lucky. Even though we all know it's not luck, it's courage and patience and conviction. And this time, you're not gonna fumble the bag. You're gonna make it, buddy. And nobody's ever gonna be able to screw with you again. That's for damn sure. This is your time. You've got this, Tucker. You've got this.
What is the tick, 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 tick? You know that tick tock.
Hey, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. If you didn't know who that was Tucker Carlson, the infamous, almost South Park-like character that is on the Solana blockchain, representing all of the usual suspects and characters of the crypto space. But welcome to this fine Monday. I hope everything is looking good, sounding good. I hope I'm not lagging or anything like that. My internet has been a little dodgy, so and my Wi-Fi has been a little funky. So hopefully everything looks good, sounds good, and I'm not too like stuttering across the screen like I'm on 56K dial-up internet of the early 2000s. All right, so let's get into the show today. We got Bitcoin pumping up to the 200-day moving average. We had Elon Musk attend the Pennsylvania rally with Donald Trump, the rally and location where he had a attempt on his life, on Donald Trump's life. And so there was a big turnout for that. There was almost 100,000, 150,000 people at this rally. And so it was definitely a spectacle to be seen. And also, Elon had a little small speech excerpt in that rally, and he was just really encouraging, like a broken record, just for people to register to vote. Make sure you register to vote. Make sure you go and vote. That the only reason that we are going to be able to keep up with this, with our American values and actually having elections, true elections, and they're not being manipulated, that you have to register to vote. And so I guess I'll encourage you to do the same thing. Just register to vote. Make sure you are registered to vote, and you are, you're doing your part. I can't tell you who to vote for. Obviously, I can't tell you who to vote for. You have to do your own research and come to that conclusion yourself, because it is not my job to tell you. You guys, if you've watched this channel long enough, you probably already know who I'm voting for, but that's besides the point. And who knows, maybe you're not even voting for the same person I am, and say, hey, I don't hate you. I do not hate you. That's for sure. We don't want to do that. All right, so let's get into the polls here. Some of the polls have shifted. So the polls have shifted. And Polymarket is now saying that 52% chance on Trump and 46% chance on Harris. And so that is what is happening currently right now with those polls. And so now we got some pretty bullish news that just broke today that Robinhood, the legal chief, Robinhood's legal chief is eyed for the SEC chair position under a Trump administration. And so we've already know that, and actually we saw Donald Trump say this live at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville, that he would be firing Gary Gensler on day one. He's like, I'm going to fire Gary Gensler on day one. He's done. And so the crowd cheered. He's like, oh, I didn't know. And then he said it again. He was like, let me say it again. I will fire Gary Gensler. And then everyone was like, ah. So Jamie Dimon actually probably would be an interesting pick as well to be the SEC chair. And also now that we have a Robinhood chief legal officer favored to replace Gary Gensler if a Trump administration is in play. And now we have some other pretty bullish news as well with the UAE, United Emirates exempts crypto transactions from VAT. So basically this means that stops all taxes on cryptocurrency transactions. This will change. This change will attract crypto users, investors, and traders from around the world, making the UAE a top place for crypto activities. And so that is super, super bullish. I know all my friends that live in Dubai right now, they're like jumping and clicking their heels right now because it was already, a great place to live in terms of, wealth and having the opportunity to do a crypto business or whatever it may be, or just it's a crypto friendly country. And so now this is making it even more bullish. So that's what's happening right there. And so Bitcoin surpasses 64,000. So now let's get into the charts. Let's look what the CME says right now. So the CME actually is saying 63.9. So we're sitting right at 64,000, but we're now hit some resistance. Some of that resistance, I'll just tell you what it was, because if you're watching the Fibonacci retracement levels, then this is what is happening currently right now. And a shout out to everyone who is on the live stream right now. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you are tuning into these live streams because we go live Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And just recently, we've just stopped doing the 8 o'clock live streams because we are currently working on our crypto course that we're going to be launching pretty soon here. And I think I briefly mentioned it, but we want to make a crypto course for beginners to just set up a wallet, learn about wallet security, what websites to go on, how to look at a chart, basically just how to do all of just the basic steps to make your first crypto transaction or make your first crypto buy or sell, or build up a watch list of things to keep just learn about Bitcoin itself. So this course kind of breaks down everything into nice modules, and this is what we're working on. So we want to spend time on that, and we're excited to release that here very soon, especially before Christmas time. All right, so basically the retracement here was at the 618 to 618 at 63,009. So we basically went above that and we retraced. So if we look at the smaller time frame here, you can see it in play right on this line. And this pump was supported with really good volume. And so for the fact that we are traded above the 200-day moving average, and if we just keep on this momentum and we get a little bit of a flip reversal, and the RSI still looks pretty good, the MACD actually looks good, we can probably still get a little bit more momentum, because if you see how it reacted here, going up here, we can do the same thing, and we can create a bullish divergence to the upside to hit the next Fibonacci retracement level, which is the 786, and that 786 price is at 66,000, 66,000, can't see the price, $66,641 exactly. And so if you are currently long right now, then you're a good take profit, and stop loss would be the previous wick that we have here. So stop loss right here, and then your take profit on a long position would be basically into that retracement zone, and look at the risk to reward ratio. It's really good. And so actually from here, if you were to be going long, this is what you would be looking at for your stop if you're kind of going on an aggressive swing trade. And then also you can even put your stop at right here, and you're just losing 2% and to gain a 4% move to the upside. All right, so if you guys like that analysis of Bitcoin right now for the short term and the long term, put a 1 in the chat, and then we'll just look, and I encourage you to go into the go to the Binance chart. Go to the Binance chart on TradingView, and here is the chart. The TradingView chart for Binance. Just a quick link if you want to go ahead and click that, and then do something. I want you guys to do something with me. Go to the daily, and then on every point of the chart where it says September, I want you to put a trend line. I want you to put or not a trend line, but a horizontal line going up. Okay. So, or sorry, not horizontal, just to get a vertical line going up. Vertical line going up, not horizontal. Jesus. Don't want to take name in vain, but for that I might. A vertical line and put it on September, and then do that from 2020. Do it on 2021. Do it on 2022. Whoop, and then do it on 2023 as well. And good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is feeling good. And do it on 2024. And what you will see also on the daily pattern is a cup and handle. So then I want you to take the brush. I want you to take the brush and then go like this. Make the cup. And then if you actually go into the 4 hour, or even just in this portion, you can make a bull pennant flag right here. Now you can put the pole from the bottom going up to the top. And then from the wicks, you can do, or from the candle stops at least, you can do the bottom of the flag and the top of the flag. And now you'll have this chart set up, okay? Then the next thing I want you to do is you take the drawing tool, and in 2020, I want you to draw up the volatility wave with the drawing tool and go up to the peak. Once you do that, I want you to then you have to kind of zoom out a little bit, then take that and put it on the flag. And what you'll see is a take profit zone next year into 2025, and Bitcoin being at $350,000 next year by March and April. And this, I think, is a great analysis to give you a pretty, and this is, I think, still conservative. We could even have a supply shock that could take us to $500,000. I mean, it could be that crazy. So I don't want to take that off the table as a possibility, especially now that we're having the look of these charts right here on the daily, the MACD and the SMI. It's looking really, really good. So I want you guys to do this. Make a chart, use Binance, make the chart, make this, look at it, study it. Yeah. Thank you, Billy Madison. Yeah, I'm like, study the chart. I do know I can't do a good Billy Madison. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I used to watch Happy Gilmore a lot. That was like my go-to late night Whenever that movie came out, I had a VHS. I mean, I'm that old, at least. I'm 34 years old, and I had my VHS player in my room, and I would watch Happy Gilmore and old James Bond movies and things like that, and I would fall asleep to Happy Gilmore. Chubbs. Is there a Chubbs meme coin? That would be hilarious with the fake arm. Alligator jumped out. Have a Chubbs meme coin. Put a 1 in the chat if you want a Chubbs meme coin created. Chubbs. All right, so let's get into the altcoins. And guys, I want to remind you that my website has changed. So my website is now danocrypto.com. I basically destroyed my other website. I screwed it up. I updated it. I use Squarespace as my hosting, so I can do my own website edits. I can implement any kind of like code I want, and I can just like, you know, it's just a lot easier for me. And I've always used Squarespace. I've been a fan of it. And so here's the link for the new website, but you'll see that it is still very similar. But yeah, it's just completely different throughput, completely different domain. It's not even an updated domain. So if you type in the other website, it doesn't even forward yet. So like I'm going to have to do some mass updating. But yeah, if you guys can help me, you guys can be cool and actually share this website. I know I hacked my own website. No, what I did is I was trying to add a feature and it wouldn't let me do it. It's the only thing that kind of irks me and bugs me about Squarespace is that if you have a certain template made and you used a certain template and built off of it, if you change it to another template, it just throws everything all over the place, and then you have to remove it, readjust it, and everything just gets all wacky. And that's essentially what happened to the point where like my website it was just jacked. So I did something smart though. I copied it before I'd made all these changes. I made an exact copy just to back it up. So I made a backup, and thank God I did. So then I took advantage of that and made the new domain name, which kind of fits a little bit more with what my crypto alias is online. I think Dano Crypto is a better brand name than my entire name, wouldn't you say? I would say. All right, so the altcoins. So why we're on this website to begin with is because I do have Crypto Bubbles widget on my website. So and how you use this, you can go in and actually set the 5-minute, you can set the 15-minute, you can go as degen as the 1-minute time frame on here, which is really cool. I like that. And so you can do that for the top 100. You can go all the way down into the 900 to 1,000. And funny enough, you'll see things like Smurfcat and Mad. I've been seeing Mad as a sponsored coin on Morales Money, and we're going to go into Morales Money towards the end of this live stream, and we'll get into some of these tokens that are these micro cap trending coins that you could potentially scoop up, on the dips and on the runs too. But yeah, so let's see. Let's go to like the 400, 500. Okay, you see PayPay on the 5-minute, down a little bit. Hoppy, Nero, Toshi, things like that are up. MAGA's up 16% on the daily here. Now we're on the daily time frame. Moo. I feel like Moo is kind of like the Solana Bobo. Do you agree with that? It's kind of like the Solana Bobo. And then you have this Mooding. Mooding's been, listed on all these major exchanges on BitGet, MEXC, like Qcoin. Man, I think even Crypto.com listed Mooding. Pretty crazy. I don't know. Did you guys? Who got into Mooding? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you managed to catch the Mooding run. And then we have one of our favorite meme coins is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. It's basically kind of like my brain smashed up into a coin. And basically what I grew up with and was influenced by, and also Sonic being one of the first video games I ever played when I was like 4 years old. So pretty crazy. And I still have that cartridge and that system, the Sega Genesis. I still have my original Sega Genesis and those Sonic games. So it's kind of fitting that this thing just kind of comes out of the ether, out of the egregore, as James Morelight would say, which we're going to get him on the channel. But yeah, this is one that we DCA'd and bought some last night along with some Pepe on one of our exchanges that we like to use, OURBIT. So Mooding. Hold on, but which one was that? Wait a second. Mooding. Wait. Which one is this? Because I know there's a bunch. Okay, this is Mooding. What the? 100. Okay, yeah, because this is what guys. This is why people they say, oh, I bought the wrong one. Which one? I bought the wrong one. Brett had this same problem. There was the Brett that was on ETH. I think that was the first one. It was the first Brett. But then there was the Brett on base, and then I think there might even been a few Bretts on base, and then one of them ended up being the winner that got up into over $1 billion market cap. So this is interesting, guys. Okay, so we got all right. So let's check this out. So we got Moo Ding. But then okay, so this is the one. This is the hippo. Okay, just want to make sure. Let's see the site. Yeah. All right, let's go to... All right, now we're going to go... Let's kind of see... I'm curious to see what... Because I know you guys like the memes. I know you like the altcoins. You like AVAX and Near Protocol and all these... You like all that stuff. You like Cardano. But what you really want to hear about is the memes. So you just go to CoinMarketCap, and then for one, you want to notice that Pepe has the highest trading volume out of all of the meme coins. So if you want to eliminate the risk of potential losers of something that you're investing in that you want to hold long term that might not have the same success as Pepe, Pepe is like it's almost like investing in a blue chip meme at this point. And this is not financial advice, obviously. You guys know this. I'm literally just a dude on the internet pulling up screens. I could say just like Jason Casper with the plunger on my head, but I don't have the nearest plunger. But I do drink from soup glasses. But yeah. All right, guys. So all 10 of you, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button and let's get this stream shared to the world. So because come on, it's Monday. We should feel a little bit more bullish. We have some price movements. We got some good market opens. We had some good market opens. Not too bad. Let's see the U.S. markets, how they open today. Not too bad. A little bit in the red. We'll look at the S&P right now. We'll look at the S&P 500, the SPX 6900. We're going to play some videos from Murad to get you guys a little bit more bullish on the memes and certain memes and the memes that kind of have this cult-like following. And this is what is going to outperform most of the market, it doesn't mean that the other narratives are going to not do well. It just means that the memes are going to do better. And that's okay. You just want to be able to have some speculation into them and not be the smartest guy in the room and think that, oh, that's just a joke. No, it's a joke that's going to be as ironic as Dogecoin becoming a coin that's in the top 10 that Elon Musk promotes as having the best transactional throughput that you could use as a currency. So you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room sometimes in this particular market, because now we know what the shift is. The shift. We had DeFi. We had DeFi summer in the last cycle. We had all these VC coins. We had all these faster, more transactions, more scalability, blah blah blah. Like, oh, this one you could do this, or hey, we can multi-chain or whatever. You know what? People don't care. They don't care about that stuff. Like, that was last cycle. Now this cycle, people care about the memes. They want to. It's just. It is the communities that you can feel like you're a part of something, and these other coins, they're not bringing up those types of feelings for people, and that's what retail wants. That is what is going to drive the most money into exchanges and actually make exchanges the most money is those tokens, because it's a less barrier to entry for those tokens to get on these exchanges, more so than all these like big deals that these other coins are doing, and it's purely community based. And then what you end up having is these exchange having to jump on the train and buy up the supply, which then ultimately proves the point of the community push to begin with, to be like, this is the community takeover. We are pushing this damn coin to the moon, and if Binance or all these other projects exchanges don't realize it, they'll have to eventually. And so this was admitted by Binance and by BYBIT and major exchanges of they messed up. They were like, we should have listed these things a lot sooner. Because more other exchanges that are a little bit lower were starting to list these coins a lot faster, like Gate.io, MEXC, and they see how much trading volume these things get, and they're like, damn. So you have to look at it that way. That's how I look at it. So I know that the memes are going to just destroy, just rip the crap out of the curtain and reveal what is behind it. And guess what? It's a bunch of degenerates that like cult communities, and that's what we're trading. Does not have to have a particular utility. But guess what? If the coins get the support that they are hoping to, the real utility is that they can use those funds to actually do some good in the world. And so I think that's why I'm so bullish on coins like Ponky, because Ponky's actually, and Brett too. Brett is actually using their resources to be able to install and get wells in Africa, in certain countries in Africa, places in Africa where they need clean water. And then so Ponky is also doing stuff where they're giving out, meals to the homeless on the streets. They're doing back to school giveaways, giving away free backpacks full of supplies that were like little Ponky backpacks. And so that's how it's done. That's how it's done. So you have to, as a person who has come out of that previous cycle and into this cycle and gone through 2022, 2023 of getting incorporated into crypto Twitter, seeing what the narratives are and how these things start, and how you can, once you let the dust settle from all the volatility and all the rug pulls and all the scams and all the crap, you end up seeing what comes out at the top and what is worth, even talking about. And so that's when we come to, things like Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Edu, which came out of 2023 during the Pepe craze, during the whole controversy of Ben.eth and that debacle, all of the rug pull, different multiple scam tokens and pre-sales and people sending ETH to random addresses and all that stuff. And so think about that dust settling, and then what ends up coming out the top. Things like Pepe, SPX 6900, MOG, all of that stuff. And that's how you have to build your hedged meme coin portfolio. And that's what it is. That is what is a hedged meme coin portfolio, that you can have a certain percentage. Some people are 100% DJing and they're just like all in memes. They don't even hold Bitcoin. And and sometimes those portfolios have actually performed very well if they can take the profits. And so it's about knowing when to take the profits. Because you can see here, you look at the Bitcoin chart, there's multiple points of hitting resistance and trading on support and making higher highs, and also higher lows according to this chart. Super bullish. And so you see this kind of breaking out as we speak and plays on some interesting culty, you know, kind of narratives, and it's okay. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone kind of understands this, and it's like we're gonna play some clips from Murad's thesis and his account. We had, and look at this, ticker Bitcoin about to run the exact way SPX did, and it already has started. So it's getting pretty crazy. And then you think about coins like Wojak, which actually came out of that same run in 2023. I remember buying Wojak and Pepe at the same time, and I ended up selling. You know, you get your, you know, because when you're in crypto, you're in this like little time frame window sometimes, and you have these blinders on, and you can't see 6 months out. You can't see 7 months out. You know, you just it's impossible. It's so too long. It's too long. And so I've learned my lesson now, and now that I know of the strong meme coins that have kind of, it's just kind of like one of these almost obvious at this point. It's like, for me, it's like I'm watching Wojak and the SPX 6900, ticker Bitcoin, MOG, can just, you know, just keep going down the list. So there's a few more I just can't off the top of my head, but yeah, Brett, Ponky. Thank you, Rodney. You helped me because you had it right on your screen. All right, so here's Murad. We're going to play some clips. And I would love to just play. I mean, do we have enough time? Is it okay? It's 12 o'clock now. All right. So this actually, you know what? If you guys wouldn't mind, I would love to play some excerpts from his the meme coin super cycle presentation from Token 2049, because this basically kind of sums up how I feel in terms of where you could not have to be the smartest guy in the room, but you can be the most clever. All right, let's play it. But make sure you guys are hitting the like button because you get more people in here. We got it almost to 20 likes. If we can get it past 20 likes, then that'll push it. YouTube will get me out of the black ball box of talking about Trump too much. I've said, Trump, break the matrix and blah, blah, blah. And then they go, you're banned. They've already shut my account down, and they didn't tell me why. I had to get it back. I don't know if you've been following this channel that long where you remember where I was like, they just freaking banned my account. And then also I had to get my Twitter account back. So I've had to really go for it. So I don't know. I'm not saying really outlandish stuff, but man, I guess the algorithm can punish you like that. Because even just channels that are just talking about Bitcoin, I mean, they don't even talk about altcoins. It's like they just talk about purely about Bitcoin. We're getting banned. So it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So if you guys don't mind, we're going to play an excerpt. We're going to play, I mean, this thing is 21 minutes long. I mean, we still are going to go to 12:30. So I think we're going to play this. We're going to play this.
I'm here to talk about the meme coin supercycle, why it's happening, and why it will continue. So, the meme coin supercycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening. If you look at the year-to-date performance of all the major crypto categories, they're a mixed bag with a lot of disappointments and a lot of underperforming tokens. But if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you will see that meme coins in particular are dominating in terms of outperformance right now. Old memes are doing well, and new memes are doing particularly amazing.
And what we're going to do is kind of do a commentary on this too. So like what he means is like old memes are doing still well, like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And then even like, you know, Floki is doing really well. If you look at the chart, it's had a lot of bullish momentum and trading volume. And then the new memes are doing particularly well. Like he's talking about Mooding and Popcat is on his list. And Mew, I think, is in his list as well. Cat in a Dog's World. And then Turbo being one of those, and SPX 6900. And MogCoin being one of those in his particular list as well. And so let's continue.
Of all crypto assets moving up in unison is over. we're all going to make it is dead. This is a natural step in the evolution of the space. If you look at the first 3 pages of CoinMarketCap, you will see that only 43 tokens have outperformed Bitcoin year to date. And does any category stand out? You will see that 13 out of the top 20 are meme coins. So why is the meme coin cycle happening? There's reasons internal to the space and reasons external to the space. So first of all, there's a massive overproduction of tokens, right? There's 600,000 new tokens being launched in 2024, and this was just as of April. And there's over 5,500 tokens being launched per day. They're extremely inflated altcoin valuations at centralized exchange listing time, right? Let's ignore the software for a moment. Founders get zero cost basis on the token. VCs and angels get to buy a large percentage of the token cheaply. And then centralized exchanges, market makers, Twitter KOLs, Twitter TH artists, Telegram callers, YouTubers, they all get either token supply or dollars in order to talk about the token, right? And ultimately, retail is the exit liquidity for this. When you're launching at $10 billion valuations, retail is the exit liquidity that ultimately gets dumped on. All of the altcoin price appreciation has been relegated to the private rounds. This is what you typically see in Tier 1 VC-backed infrastructure tokens this year. All of the FDV grows. It happens in the shadows. It happens in the private markets. By the time something gets listed, it gets listed at $5, $10, $15 billion valuations. So retail does not get to benefit from this at all. So they deliberately, I believe, they deliberately list altcoins at extremely high initial valuations so that even after the initial negative 90%, which is inevitable, the seed investors are still up 100x, while retail mistakenly think that it's a discounted bargain. All of the 2024 launches on Binance are literally down only. Every single one except 2. One of them is WIF, which is barely up since listing, and the other is Jupiter, which is obviously meme coin trading infrastructure. Like that in and of itself should be sending a signal here. GameFi, just as a sample category, not looking particularly great either. There's very few non-speculative dApps that have been hits in this industry, and we've had smart contracts for 10 years. So if you look at Uniswap, Pump Fund, Polymarket, Fantasy Top, Jupiter, Phantom, DYDX, GMX, Hyperliquid, Rollbit, Shuffle, Blur, Tensor, Solana, and big parts of DeFi, literally all of this, and these are probably the highest PMF products in crypto history, right? They're all either directly related to or dependent on speculation. 99% of altcoins don't justify their valuations, and they often say that it's the regulations, which is the main reason why they don't revenue share, but it's not in their interest to do so, because there are many projects that literally make $500 in fees per day while trading at $5 to $10 billion valuations, right? And goes without saying that these infra tokens aren't going to become monetary stores of value either. So if these tokens make it easy to be valued in Microsoft Excel by investment banker types, then it will be obvious to everybody that they're 100x overvalued. They need the narrative. They need the mimetic premium to support their overvalued market caps. And the crypto token markets don't seem to value revenue over hype either. This is a list of tokens that are most frequently hyped as kind of like large and legitimate revenue producers, which they are, but their respective tokens, they haven't been doing particularly well either this year. The 2 exceptions are Banana, which people use to trade meme coins, and Aero, which obviously benefited from Base's meme coin season as well. So revenue creates a floor, but it also creates a ceiling. And this is probably the most important. Binance research themselves have pointed that there are $155 billion worth of unlocks coming in the next 5 years. That is a huge headwind to anything technological. VCs can't publicly embrace the meme coin thesis because it would pose risk to the valuations of tech alts, a lot of which haven't even launched yet, right? And so, just a reminder, meme coins are already fully circulating, and they have no unlocks. Last but not least, Doge, SHIB, Pepe, and WIF have already proven to the market consciousness that these things can go to 5, 50, or even $100 billion type valuations. And so people are finally waking up to the idea that the token is the real product. And the crypto industry is a token production industry that is masquerading as the software production industry. Many new launches look like this. 80% of the supply in the hands of insiders. This is completely broken. Goes without saying that this does not build community. On the other end of the spectrum, you have something that's much more organic. If you look at the most organic and bottom-up meme coins, you will see that they effectively enabled poor hodlers to get rich, who subsequently become unpaid full-time evangelists for the project. And I think in the next couple of years, you're essentially going to see this ideological war.
And this is why I like Kendu Inu. So Kendu Inu has been really good at building kind of a grassroots, like nice traded chart on that particular narrative of the Shiba Inu narrative and the dog narrative. I mean, it's really, really strong. So let me find it really quick. Where's Kendu? Where is it at? Where's my Kendu chart? There it is. Yeah, Kendu has a really like strong community of bullish holders, and they're very vocal. They're very vocal about it. And so, funny enough, we actually had the Kendu Chads come into my live stream months and months ago. And we didn't listen hard enough then, but now we did. But we did buy some, luckily. We did buy a bag, luckily. But now we are on the Kendu train because we do think that is going to be one of the top performers in this meme cycle that Murad is talking about.
For a crypto industry that's so obsessed with decentralization, it's crazy how centralized some of the altcoin holdings have become. So the entire token market cannot sustain itself without retail inflows. But the vast majority of retail never cared about technology. Why would they care about that? Does retail care about some blockchain being slightly more private? No. Do they care about some blockchain being slightly faster? No. Do they care about ZK snarks? No. What do they care about? Let's be real. They care about making money, they care about having fun, and they care about belonging somewhere. So meme coins are not a vampire attack.
Exactly. That is how you can then, with the resources that you just built, then have something super techie that works on the back end that no one even needs to freaking know about because no one cares.
Against crypto tech. Meme coins are a vampire attack against crypto tech tokens. Big difference. So both meme coins and altcoins are actually selling you the same product. It's the token, not the software. And meme coins are a counterattack of the trenches, right? All tokens, doesn't matter if it's a tech token or a meme token, they're tables at the casino. So why should we play at your tables when we can create our own tables, right?
Boom, right there. That's the thing, because most of these big VC-backed tokens that have all these unlocks and major sell pressure at certain points of the chart, then you're basically playing at the dealer's table, and it's like dealer's hand, dealer's choice. All the dealer gets the benefit of you coming in and being basically the exit liquidity.
Meme coins are a spiritual reincarnation of the 2017 ICO wave, but in a new form. And even crypto tech projects, if you look at past history, that managed to create cult-like communities and outperformed for a couple of cycles in a row, are those that either had an ICO or had some other way to let retail buy cheap before a major run-up. Why does this matter? Because when you're trading attention, a relentless community is the secret sauce that you need to look for. And if you don't enable poor people to get rich, then you have no community. And in my opinion, airdrops don't build community either. So there's also external reasons for all this. Even from 4 years ago, the world is changing, the world outside of crypto. Inflation is going rampant, money supply is growing fast, the prices of everyday goods are skyrocketing, AI is going to be coming for your jobs. Not even STEM degrees or computer science degrees are a safe way out anymore. Wealth and income inequality are as high as they've ever been, and the situation outside of the developed world is even worse. Accelerating loneliness, accelerating sexlessness, accelerating mental health issues, all of these are going up. The amount of time spent online obviously growing year by year. there's competition. Everything is becoming hyper-competitive. There's few remaining perceived ways to make it by people, right? Especially young people. There's diminishing influence of religion in society. This is just an undebatable fact. And last but not least, all of this is essentially a crisis of...
And like that, all of that is just like a recipe for disaster. And that's kind of why we see a lot of the problems that are happening right now, where there'll be all these like social justice issues and like just this divide between our morals, values, and what basically like, you know, this country was built upon, and also what it means to, you know, just like grow a family or have a family structure or something built with a blueprint of something to follow, like a guide stone. And a lot of that has been kind of broken down a lot from the control of the system, trying to basically individualize everyone, make you have a confusion of self, so then they can kind of decide who you are instead of you, you know. So it's kind of under the guise of like, oh, you can be whatever you want to be, but we get to control everything for you, though.
Meaning. And I believe that all of the above is bullish crypto. It's especially bullish meme coins, and it's especially bullish cult meme coins. Last but not least, stories create trends, right? For trends to emerge, there need to be stories that are percolating across the industry and the world at large about people making large gains in a particular new category.
And by the way, so if you're just coming in, you're just tuning in, we're at the point of the live stream now where we're kind of getting into the thesis and this guy Murad, he did this at Token 2049 in Singapore and gave a really, I mean, this is like a master class in how we are going to basically outperform the entire market. And basically come out triumphant. Like, we're not going to win. It's not a win. We're not trying to win. We're not trying to be, just like, oh, just kind of get like a 2, 3, 4. No. We're going for the 100. We're going for the 150. We're going for the 200. We're going for the top wall. For the home run.
Without naming any names, we've already seen 4 or 5 of these with Pepe. We've seen 4 or 5 of these with Bonk. We've seen 4 or 5 of these with WIF this cycle, right? And all of the phantom wallet screenshots that you see of people finally making it, they don't come from utility alts. They don't come from tech alts. They come from memes. And this is why momentum is important. If you study past cycles, because of momentum and reflexivity, the things that outperform in the first half of the cycle is the same thing that outperforms in the second half of the cycle. Again, meme coins are the outperformance thus far. We've seen this with Ethereum. It pumped into...
And the memes, you got to remember, they came out of the bear market. Like, basically, like, we were in we were still kind of in a bear market a little bit, like, coming out of the disaster of FTX and all of that. And then out of that, we get Pepe and all of the, you know, all of these coins.
2016, it pumped twice more in 2017. Verge, pump in 2016, pumped twice more in 2017. Solana, pumped in 2020, pumped twice more in 2021.
Yo,
We've
what's
even
up?
seen this with NFTs, pumped in 2020, pumped twice more in 2021, right? So this.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Don, shout out to Sale Confridas, shout out to Banana Republic, shout out to Nate Dog, shout out to Yoga with the Omi, shout out to John M, Crypto Naughty, shout out to all you guys coming in, shout out to Big Daddy Super Bowls Rothschild and Sen and Retardio Trades. We're probably going to get a bag of Retardio, I think. We're going to buy a little bit, but I haven't decided if I want to do SPX 6900 first, or because there's a few coins that I still haven't bought yet, because like I want to keep it simple. I don't want to be like spread too thin, because I kind of want to go a little bit more heavy into the ones I have more conviction in. Like, for instance, like I would rather buy ticker Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, than some of these other ones, and that are in his list. You know, he's got a decent list. It's like 15 or 20 tokens, and mine's like 10. You know, for my meme plays, maybe even less.
Momentum is important, and I believe that the meme mania, quote unquote, we had in March of 2024. I think that was just the first of the 3 pumps. And I think there's 2 giant pumps coming in 2025. So if you look at the top 20 new memes, it's only 8 billion. That just all of the new memes are still cheaper than a single VC-backed vaporware, right? So altcoins are 800 billion, unlocks are 155 billion, memes overall are 40 billion. I don't think Doge and SHIB matter anymore. The new stuff is 8 billion. That is unbelievably cheap. And money, especially retail money, it naturally wants to pump something that is easiest to pump, and that is going to be the new memes. Every
100%.
cycle, the crypto asset category that outperforms the most is the one that is new, weird, and misunderstood. And parabolas are much more likely to occur in assets that are difficult to value. So not having a revenue is actually an advantage. With each cycle, the main altcoin narrative is becoming crazier. My theory is that this is a byproduct of inflationary pressures on society and its collective mental and hormonal well-being. So anxiety essentially pushes the swarm further down the risk curve. And you're seeing this with the main topics that are essentially in vogue with each cycle, right?
And I think that mentality comes from where people, they're just like, man, what do I got to lose at this point? They're like, I've already like had my job wages like garnished from inflation, and my company's not being able to pay enough, and I haven't got a raise, and everything has gone up like not double but triple the price. Like everything is now triple, almost quadruple the price of what it used to be. You know, you got all of this stuff happening over the past 3.5 years, and people are just like, I like, what do I do? Like, what do I do to get the biggest, highest risk to reward? And even if it is high risk, and it's just like, that is why I think the meme, like he said, is the memes are the way to go. You have a bigger chance at getting like the I made it type screenshot. You really do. And so that's why we talk about it on this channel. We don't want to, you know, we obviously don't take the memes off the table on Dano Crypto. But we do like Bitcoin. We love our chain link. We like Litecoin, you know, we like all that stuff. But right now, you don't trade against the market and narrative. You don't trade against it. You go with the trend. The trend is your friend. So this is the trend right now.
Here's what you need to understand. Every single altcoin out there is actually working on 3 products. They're working on the software, they're working on the community, and they're working on the token. Meme coins are working on 2 products, the community and the token. People do not need technology or even a promise of future dividends to purchase a crypto coin. All they need is to like it and to see people talking about it. Any of you who are on crypto Twitter, I'm sure you understand which topic is being discussed the most right now.
Boom.
On utility. A lot of VCs and thought leaders are gaslighting you into believing that meme coins don't have any utility at all. I strongly disagree. And I believe that the best meme coins actually have more utility than almost all tech alts. What do they offer? Having fun, loneliness reduction, identity, hope provisioning, friendships, being a part of cutting-edge culture, sense of belonging, a guild in the MMORPG that is crypto, experience of teamwork, greater sense of participation. They are what DAOs were supposed to be. Relatability, emotional connection, mission and meaning, entertainment and being happy, charity, collective artistic expression, collective imagination.
I love that. A guild in the MMORPG that is crypto. That is amazing. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That is the best explanation. I bet most of the people that are in crypto, they played MMORPGs probably. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Reality, storytelling, and lore building. And it's just hilarious to think about even the possibility of getting rich off of memes. So it kind of becomes a reflexive self-fulfilling prophecy. And all of this is before we discuss the token itself, right?
It's like going to your friends and their friends come to you and they're like, what happened to you? You just like all of a sudden like see you driving these nice cars, like you're just like traveling, like what did you do? And you tell them you bought a frog. You tell them you bought a frog called Pepe. Or you told them, or the funniest one would be that you bought you invested in Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, ticker Bitcoin, and then you show them the website and their head explodes.
So we can debate how much utility memes have, but it's not zero. And it doesn't matter that there's no revenue. People are paying for these services and participating by simply buying the token. All of this logic doesn't just apply to meme coins. The same logic applies to altcoins as well. But memes do it better because of structural, tokenomic, and emotional reasons. And here's my controversy.
So I've always kind of said that myself, is that you can actually, I think the VC coins or whatever, the utility coins, the what he calls the vaporware tokens, if they could take some notes on what the meme coin communities are doing, they probably would get more traction. And so I know now exchanges are doing it. They're understanding the drill. They know the message. They got the plan. They understand the mission. And so now maybe we're going to see it. Just watch.
Opinion. Altcoins are not about technology, and meme coins are not about memes. What they actually are, they're tokenized communities. They're tokenized communities that use different narratives and techniques to recruit people and get the price to go up. And Degen Spartan has this famous infographic, right? Even if there's quote-unquote fundamentals, it's still predominantly mimetic in nature. I edited that to display how I see it, right? So the actual utility of any altcoin is probability times magnitude of future dividends for token holders, right? We know most of the time it's not going to lead to anything. But 90% is still mimetics and speculation. For meme coins, it's actually similar. There is some non-zero emotional value, but 80–90% of it is still mimetic and speculative. And what I think is happening in the industry right now, and what you will see in 2025, is that meme coins are stealing the mimetic and speculative premia away from altcoins, right? People are realizing it was never about the tech. It was always about the tokens themselves. So the tokens are just gambling chips, and meme coins are a much better product. They are a much purer product with much greater product market fit than any tech alt. So here's what you need to understand. Any crypto asset that doesn't distribute cash flows to your wallet or is a store of value is a meme coin, period. So 99.999% of altcoins were meme coins all along. Altcoins are simply meme coins with more steps. It doesn't matter if a token is a tech token or a meme token. So what does actually matter? These are the factors that I believe actually matter to catch the next outperformer. Community, poor people getting rich, perceived maximum upside, token distribution, attention, fairness, organic prize discovery, eliminating class warfare and bitterness within the token holders, no unlocks, no supply overhang, focusing on new coins which can enter prize discovery and avoiding old coins which have backholders. Price action, obviously, positive momentum, evangelism and community participation. Where can you buy it? Authenticity, holder growth rates, no VCs and VCs having to buy at market, no cabal and cabal having to buy at market, who the whales are, who the KOLs are, who is talking about this on social media. Obviously the concept and the meme itself, but it's only a small part of it, as you can see. The message, decentralization of all kinds, cultiness, people not selling, simple, emotion, a good story, it needs to be a good narrative, a freshness of the narrative. You want people to want to be a part of that thing, that group, that movement, right? Inspiration, trends and cultural zeitgeist outside of crypto. Participation stickiness, and probably the most important is what I call free call labor. And notice how not a single one of these has anything to do with software or revenue. These are the factors that actually matter. You are focused on technology, but the crypto industry is not a technology-first industry. It's an asset-first industry. Even the name of this conference is Token 2049. Instead of tech, you should be focused on human condition, retail motivation, and asset distribution. Meme coins are here to stay. People ask me, there's going to be billions of them. I say that's totally fine. 99.999% of them are going to be in the PvP category, aka hyper gambling. You want to look out for those that want to be multi-cycle. You want to be buying those that are trying to be the next Doge, trying to build a long-lasting cult, trying to be a brand, right? And if you ignore the current crop of hungry Zoomers on crypto Twitter, you will understand that most retail doesn't actually want to gamble and constantly rotate. They want to buy and hold something that they resonate with. This is why PvE memes are going to succeed in the end. They want to believe in something. And the word meme coin is a misnomer. It's only about 30% about the meme itself, and it's 70% about the people. Again, what meme coins really are, they're tokenized communities which use the meme as their symbol and their banner. And there's going to be different flavors of them. So the best PvE memes are going to be cults. What is a cult? It's a group of people that are extremely passionate about a cause. If you've been kind of studying any of the Silicon Valley blogs from early 2010s, you will see many startups always trying to unbundle Craigslist. And at the risk of being a little bit blasphemous, I think what you're going to see in the future is the unbundling of religion. It is essentially a Swiss Army knife which offers a bunch of products. It offers identity, culture, escape, loneliness reduction, community, hope, and a bunch of other things. And I believe that religion is losing influence in the world, and brands, experiences, and communities are filling that void. You can already see that with video games, music festivals, yoga, DMT retreats, CrossFit, SoulCycle, keto, and obviously financial assets, right? You know how culty Apple, Tesla holders are, how extremely culty Bitcoin holders are, and I believe we're going to be seeing similar phenomena with memes. So, meme coins have shared values, shared lifestyles, shared principles, and understand that memes themselves are only a part of this, right? And so it doesn't actually matter if something is a tech alt or a meme coin. What actually matters is whether it's a cult. Most crypto outperformers have always been cults, both tech and non-tech. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Chainlink, Dogecoin, SHIB, Tau. And a lot of people focus on money and attention, but you also need to focus on time, energy, and labor. And I don't think people are going to be putting their time, energy, and labor into VC-funded tech projects that are already at 10 billion, because if you don't have community, your token is dead. So why is being a cult desirable? Because people are not going to be selling. People are going to have very high rates of participation. You're going to have an army of schizos working for the coin 24/7, even while you're asleep. And you're essentially going to have holders, some of which are engineers, designers, and influencers, providing labor for free. So I always like this tweet by Sisyphus from April 2024. He said, meme coins are making people realize that nearly all of the tech in crypto is a smokescreen designed to sell you a token that does nothing, marked up 100x from the private round. This is why VCs don't like meme coins. It threatens their core business, which is selling vapor. Just briefly, NFTs, I think meme coins are going to go much higher because instead of having 3,000 people promoting 10,000 illiquid JPEGs, you now have 100,000 people promoting one single liquid token.
Boom.
This is how I see the meme coin space evolving. You want to be focused on things that are going to become cults, brands, or movements. How to value them? They're not equity, they're not debt, they're not currencies, they're not quite like tech alts either. The best meme coins are emerging mini religions and need to be analyzed as such. I see them as financialized vessels of faith, and I see them as vessels collecting dissatisfaction. Both within crypto, but also with the world at large. So if meme coins are a financialized middle finger to crypto, movement coins are a financialized middle finger to the world. And meme coins are simple, and tech alts are complex. Retail doesn't want to study about staking, restaking, or impermanent loss, and they're much more friendly to new people. So putting it all together, meme coins are simpler than tech alts, they're more liquid than NFTs, they're safer than DeFi, they have no inflation, no unlocks, they have no one dumping on you, you have better odds than with sports betting or casinos, you have more volatility, aka excitement, it's a fresher narrative, it gives retail a chance to win, and the community is much more passionate than in any other crypto asset class. And the best crypto products don't require token, and the best crypto tokens don't require product. Again, the meme coin cycle is not a prediction, it's already happening. Memes are dominating every metric, every single metric. So these are my predictions. 1 trillion for meme coins market cap. You're going to see 2 memes above 100 billion. You're going to see 10 memes above 10 billion. A quarter of the first page of CoinMarketCap is going to be memes. 10% meme coin dominance. Yeah. Utility and VC-backed alts will continue out underperforming. Fat protocol thesis will slowly die because building store of value and casino number 4 and number 5 is getting increasingly hard. VCs will be buying blue chip meme coins. Smart ones are already beginning to do so. TradFi will be buying meme coins. Smart ones are already beginning to do so. And you will see hyper meme coinization before hyper Bitcoinization. And a lot of people talking about economics of belief, tokenization of faith, and financialized new religions. For more insights, follow me on Twitter at @mustopmurad. And remember, stop trading and believe in something. Thank you.
Let's go. I love it. Guys, that is a master class. That is a master class of what the narrative is and what the mission is and what the, did you get the mission? Did you get it? Did you get the protocol? All right? That's what it is. It's what it is. Doesn't mean your chain link isn't a good hold or that, you know, maybe even buying a little XRP, but you don't want to have to cope with the fact that you didn't buy the funny thing, the most ironic thing. the thing that was literally called Harry Potter Sonic Bomba 10 Inu, or a freaking baby hippo. I mean, you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the Giga Chad. You come out of the other side triumphant and not have to be the smartest guy in the room. All right, guys. With that being said, I think we can go to the quick Q&A section, and then we're going to end the live stream, unless you guys want to keep the train rolling. And by the way, did you guys like the opening song? If you missed it, it's really good. You got to go to Tucker Carlson. We'll play this right now.
Ha! Little trade another day.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some.
UFO Gaming, I'll check it out.
You little trade another day. Little make another play. You win some. You lose some. But you little trade another day. Little make another play. Little trade
Is it on Pulse Chain?
another day. Little make another play. Win some. You lose some.
What is it on?
Trade another day. Little make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some.
Ozzy, what is it on? Is it...
Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy out everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a
Gaming, whatever.
future up early, just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher
Huh.
on the screen,
Is this what you're talking about?
trade and view.
Looks kind of cool.
I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust
Oh, on ETH? Okay.
FOMO is a no
Is this on ETH right here?
in. No, I can't predict the future.
Which... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This looks like this is it.
Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money. I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up and
Yeah, this looks cool.
I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some.
All right. Yeah, no, this looks cool. It's called The Truth, UFO. 2.8 mil liquidity, market cap 10 mil, so it's still pretty low. Micro cap. It's taking a little bit. The deck score is good, 99. Let's see what the buys are right now. See some good buys in. Some big buys. Nice. Some little big chunks here. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks super. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The chart. Let's see. Oh man, what is this? What am I on the daily? Okay, it's taking a little bit to load on my computer's going super slow. All right. So, oh man, so they were back in the previous cycle, November 2021, and yeah, that was a nice pump. So that was like right at the peak of the bull market last cycle, and they've still just been around, I guess, right? So they're still building. Okay, so yeah, because they had a little pump here in 2022. In March, they didn't really. I mean, if we got to really go in here. March, it looks like they had from the bottom here a 187% move to the upside, so it got a little bit, and. Yeah, so let's see what the percentage would be of going back to even close to maybe an all-time high of this particular token. That's a lot. Whoa. That's a lot. Is that really what I'm seeing? 31,000%? What is this real? That would be insane. I mean, that means this thing really was getting up there and then started to that's crazy. What is this chart? Craziness. We might have to look at this on CoinMarketCap real quick. We might have to look at this thing. The truth. The truth. Or just say UFO. And then, okay, UFO gaming. Okay, deck scan, truth. 10 mil, okay. Okay, so it was called so they changed the name, I guess. It was called The Truth, but now it's UFO gaming. And then it's, okay, same chart here. There's a Solana contract as well, apparently, but let's see how the Solana contract is looking, if at all, if there is one on a Let's copy this and this is how you guys can do some little research here. You start finding stuff. Maybe someone, like on the live stream says, oh, check this out. Start going into Deck Screener, go to CoinMarketCap, see what, see what chains there are. Looks like that contract address did not come up on that, so can look at it on here if anything comes up. Nope, no pairs. So there's no pairs for that particular contract for that token, but on Ethereum, different story, because you can see here, DEX volume not too good, but the centralized exchange volume also isn't really too great right now, but it is beaten down. I don't know. Big pump, really big dump. I don't know. Has just partnered with Beam. Okay. All right. So we got 19 people watching. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Destroy the like button, because then YouTube will put me in the search. That's what they do. You hit the like button, they put me in the search. And then people start to discover the channel organically. USDA certified and fair trade official. All right, let's see how the ETH trade's doing. The ETH trade was up 120%. We took the Sol trade. We made a good 150% profit on that, which is great. This is up 82%, but we always like to have this. Like if you trade Perps Jupiter, we put the value of the after the fees, because what you want to know what you're really making after they take their little cut. But guess what? It's speculated that Jupiter, like we had that first airdrop of Jupiter, if you use Jupiter as a platform, they are keeping track of this, and you will get another second round of an airdrop. And so if you're using also the Phantom wallet and you're making swaps and you're doing all this stuff, then you are going to probably most likely get rewarded if you're going deep into some of these ecosystems. And that's not just like with Solana, but think like Metis, like a bullish layer 2 like Metis, will also give you rewards for using some of these protocols and being early to some of the applications that they have. So just want to keep that on your radar. And I'll remind you that in this like most bearish points of the market, that Metis was doing very, very, very well. Pumped 1,000%. Ridiculous. Should have found out about this way earlier. But this thing is pretty substantial, and it's funny enough. It's actually reported to be Vitalik Buterin's mother's chain, so runs in the family apparently. So this is one of the bullish coins that I'm also with the altcoin narrative. Besides being like really bullish on the memes, like I'm bullish on stuff like this. because in Metis, I bet there's probably some memes that that are going to start popping off possibly. Okay, yeah, not doing too bad. Okay, yeah, this ETH trade. Our take profit on the ETH trade, we want to see ETH right here at the high 26.7. We're probably going to take profits there. We have it set up like really high. We probably would like to readjust that and make it at this particular price. So actually, we'll do that now. So we'll cancel that. We'll do a transaction here. We will readjust it, and we'll copy that price in there. So it's a good return. Not too bad. All right, so we're gonna confirm that. That's adjusting our take profit. And then we'll probably do this too. We'll actually we'll set a stop loss. We'll set a stop loss at, let's see, we were going to do it just right at, we'll do it at break even, right where our entry was. Do that. And so confirm transaction. And it is done. There we go. Sweet. All right, so I'm sure you guys are aware, but we got some major things happening here with the hurricane. So this is major pressure system. Milton, it's currently a hurricane category 4. So if you live on any of the coast right here of Florida, you really already should have been preparing like 2 days ago or maybe even 3 days ago. So really get prepared, because this is usually classic that like a lot of people go last minute to prepare for different reasons. Maybe they just did not have enough time. Maybe literally like they're getting a paycheck like at the end of the week, or they're getting it in the middle of the week or something. And so it doesn't line up for them to get prepared. So I understand that. So just do your best to get the supplies that you need, get batteries, get emergency radio, charge up all your charge blocks and things that you make sure you can keep your phones charged just in case, of a major emergency. If you are in an evacuation zone and you're in a flood zone on the coast, get the heck out of Dodge, because I've seen the surge. We've seen what it's done. I've seen what it's done in areas, and it's not good. It's not good. So if you are able to leave, then you probably should. You probably should on this particular coast. So just everyone be safe, be careful, and also if you were personally affected by any of this, like please, like just. I don't know, like let me know. I would love to like organize something to be able to like get you some supplies. So if like legit, you're probably not on the live stream. You're probably probably trying to figure out where the hell like what to even do. So I don't know, but yeah, if you were affected by any of this, like yeah, just I'm hoping and praying that you guys are getting the things that you need, and yeah, just praying that God is putting a hand of protection on you guys, and just hope everyone can like come out of that, because it's just like from what we are hearing, it is a lot worse than what has been reported. A lot worse, like to the point where they don't want to report it because it'll scare people. So just pray for those people that were affected in the Carolinas and in Georgia, Tennessee. It just like it's completely leveled entire cities. Just gone. So I just would imagine it's a nightmare. So yeah, we just need to pray for those people. And if you're able to help, then it would be a good thing to do so. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you. And thanks for having some fun with me today. And I just encourage you guys to just be more active in the chat. Like, I want to hear from you. I want some conversations going. The more that you're active in the chat, the more that you're sharing the stream, the more that you're getting your friends in the stream, the more that we build this channel, we will have the most fun going into this bull run, guys, because you want to know what I'm involved with. You're going to want to follow with what the direction this channel is going, because it's going to be great. We're always going to be upgrading, getting better, bringing more content, better content, more opportunities for us to connect. Like if there's a crypto conference event, we do meetups, giveaways, all that stuff. And so we want to make sure that you guys are along for the ride, because you guys have been the best community, and we want to make sure we get an opportunity, to meet some of you guys in person, because we actually had an opportunity to meet some of the people that have been regular watchers of the channel and become friends in real life. So it was really cool. And even the Kendu Inu, the Kendu Chads, came out strong during that meetup in Nashville. So it was super cool. So it was like just being able to do that. And Da Vinci, I mean, geez, the legend himself, the Bitcoin legend himself, Da Vinci, was at that meetup. So it was almost surreal. It's crazy. When I think back on it, I'm like, did that happen? That's crazy. That's why crypto is so cool. And I hope you guys will be able to make it to one of those next meetups. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. It was my pleasure giving you this live stream, and I hope you guys come back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ding the bell to be notified. That will let you know when I'm going live, which is Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think tonight, because of the nature of everything. I don't know what is going to be going on with these storms and stuff like that. So I might not get a chance to live stream as regularly as I normally would. So we might have a little bit of gap in there. So if you're wondering why there's a little bit of a gap, that is why. But I hope to see you on the next live stream. And remember, stop trading and believe in something. All right. We'll see you later. Take it away, Tucker.
Summer's gone, September's past. They said this month would be the last, and we'll be rich when October ends. 'Cause these 3 years have gone so slow, but according to the stock to flow, I'll be rich when October ends. But then comes the FUD again. It's falling from the sky. Month down in the red again. Do I have the balls to buy? Think of all the cycles past. When the run comes, it comes really fast. I'll be rich when October ends. Steady, Tucker, steady. You should have known it wasn't all going to be plain sailing. The road to Valhalla is full of false starts and booby traps. I mean, we gave it a dumb name, October. What did you think was going to happen? That everyone was going to be right? Anyway, they don't call you diamond balls for nothing, buddy. These are the moments where legends are made. And next Thanksgiving, when Uncle Stu asks how your crypto thing's going in his usual patronizing way, you're gonna say, "I fucking told you so, Uncle Stu. Hope you're having fun staying poor, you freeloading loser." Okay, you're not gonna say that. You're gonna tell him that you've been very lucky. Even though we all know it's not luck, it's courage and patience and conviction. And this time, you're not gonna fumble the bag. You're gonna make it, buddy. And nobody's ever gonna be able to screw with you again. That's for damn sure. This is your time. You've got this, Tucker. You've got this.
What is the tick?